Shaq was on the Pat McAfee show. He made some comments about Victor Wembanyama. It seems there's a difference of an opinion when it comes to wording, phrases, semantics. He was breaking down a separation of dominant player versus greatest of all time. I've always disagreed whenever this conversation came up. Maybe it's just me, but he goes on to talk about himself, Wilt Chamberlain, and he critiqued Victor's game based upon this description that you're about to hear. And I almost forgot that Victor was a center. I had to look that up just to make sure. I thought they may have put him as a power forward, even a small forward. In this era of basketball, you just never know. It's so positionless. Shaq, however, he has a strong love for the center position. He does not want it to die down. That's why he's so outspoken when it comes to big men in today's league. He has some recent comments he made about Rudy that I'll probably cover in another video. Even Dwight Howard in the past. It seems like this is a tradition for him, that big man Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain. These are names that he keeps mentioning over and over again and wanted to be in that light, in those conversations with those names. And so I think this is where it's stemming from when he critiques of Victor Wembanyama, is trying to uphold that position and not let it die out. All right, here we go.
Wemby is a great player, but I don't really think you can be dominant when you shoot jumpers a lot. I think if he was an inside player at 7'5", the answer would be yes. But when you shoot jumpers, you're always going to go up and down. Coach can tell you that. But he's a fine player. I wish him well. And, I'm just glad after not being in the league so long to still have my name in that category. Well, people always talk about the GOAT. There's too many names in the GOAT. When you talk about the most dominant, there's only one or two players. And I wanted to pass Wilt Chamberlain up so bad because I was going to arrogantly say, I'm the most dominant ever. I passed him up in championship. I passed him up in points. I don't want to hear another name.
This is what I mean with the whole semantics thing, dominance. Steph Curry is a dominant player. It doesn't matter if he's not dunking on everybody or finishing in the paint really strong. The fact that he's so gifted at shooting three-pointers, that is dominance within itself. Why? Because you can't stop it. It's like two different nations that rules the area that they live in. One does it through their army, physical force, intimidation. The other does it through influence, money, maybe legislation. Two totally different styles of how they dominate a certain area, but it still equals in the same result. My question I would ask to all of y'all now, does Shaq have to be more open to the center position evolving and it not being what it once was from his day? I look at it, Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, they both shoot jump shots. I see them shooting three-pointers. They can also go inside on the block, post up, and finish when they need to in that way. I seen them do it time and time again, having a good balance. Sometimes people will say Embiid will shoot too many threes, and that may be true. I'm just saying that this is the hybrid of a big man now, or a really great one. It's not just on the block all day long, post up every single possession. They're going to step out and sometimes shoot. I don't see it reverting back to how it once was unless the ruling changed where now you're not allowed to play zone defense anymore and all of that kind of stuff. But moving forward, if the NBA stays the way it is, this is going to be how the center position is played, which is why I've said guys like Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, out of all the modern players, they are the ones who, to me, really stand out as people who could play within any era, since they have a really good post game and they have enough skills to play on the perimeter at times, even in this era. And I believe Victor Wembanyama is on his way to being that conversation. What can he not do? There is no weakness that I see in this game that's a huge flaw. He could shoot, he could handle the ball up and down the court, plays defense, rebounds. His passing is good. That's maybe something that he could work on a bit more. It's not bad by any means. I mean, the guy in under 30 minutes is giving you 20, 10, and still 4 assists. And to Shaq's point about him shooting too much, there's still times where when he has a mismatch, somebody a lot shorter than him, he'll still go down on the block and call for the ball and try to take advantage of it. It's not that he's just only on the perimeter trying to shoot over people.
And now, 15, 20 years later, you got guys shooting threes. It's cute. It's not something I would do. And somebody asked me the other day, oh, Shaq couldn't play today. But you're not paying attention. I am playing today. My name is Greek Freak.
The reason why I play that audio for y'all with Shaq talking about him being Giannis Antetokounmpo in today's modern league, do you remember earlier this year, very early, the game between the Spurs and the Bucks, where Victor was going at it with Giannis and there was no finesse? Let's go back to Shaq's dominance and use his meaning of that. There was no finesse Victor Wembanyama shooting a bunch of jump shots, trying to play pretty. He was going at Giannis full force, attacking him, going straight to the basket. And this is somebody who Shaq obviously looked up to, and Victor showed that he could play that style of game when needed. This game was on January the 4th of this year, 2024. I encourage anybody, go watch the highlights or watch the full game. You'll see exactly what I mean. There was nothing soft about the way Victor was playing, to say the least. Now, to be fair, the Bucks still won. Giannis had a really great game with 44 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists. Victor Wembanyama in only 26 minutes had 27 points, 5 blocks, 9 rebounds, 1 assist. Again, that's what I was talking about with the assists. I do think he can improve a bit more with the playmaking that'll come. This is a rookie, though. This is someone in his rookie year on a team that lost 60 games, going up against a veteran with Giannis Antetokounmpo on a team that has won a championship in the past and is now looking to contend for another one. And Victor showed that he was not about to back down. He really tried to live up to the challenge. This year, moving forward for the next season, I really hope he comes off the minute restrictions, man. Like, he's a young guy. He doesn't have a huge history of injuries. I just think playing under 30 minutes is doing a disservice to really expand his game and get out there and improve. I hope that we see him a lot more on the court. Anyways, that's all I got for y'all, man. What do you think? Do you agree with Shaq in terms of his view on dominance and what that is? And do you think that will be a problem for Victor Wembanyama? Do you disagree with what I'm saying, that he needs to play more on the inside, he's shooting too much? Or are you feeling what I'm saying in terms of his versatility and being able to pretty much do everything on the court on any given time? Hit me up in the comment section and let me know. Like, share, and subscribe. Salute for listening. And as always, peace.